It's a real shame when good cartoons end, but at the very least we can usually get a really amazing episode from the series finale. Today I won't be going over the universally best cartoon series finales, just ones I really like that are pretty memorable to me. First up, let's talk about the finale of Regular Show. Spoiler alert for anyone who hasn't seen the final season, but anyway, the last episode in particular was incredible. It had so much build up throughout the season with story arcs and continuity in space, all leading up to this big battle between Pops and Anti-Pops. This series finale episode is an hour long, and so many incredible things happened. The action in this final fight was more intense than almost every other fight Regular Show did because the entire world was on the line. You also see the return to the pilot episode, which was a nice throwback that old fans of Regular Show would greatly appreciate. These parts were nice and all, but it was the final few minutes of the final episode that really was incredible. Pop sacrificed his life just so Mordecai, Rigby, and everyone else in the world would be able to continue living.
Don't worry, Mordecai and Rigby. I know you're sad, but I promise this is a happy ending. Take care of each other. Goodbye.
My God, all those one-star reviews. I wish I could take it all back.
It seemed kinda dark for a Cartoon Network show to kill off a main character, but Pops has always been the guy to help everyone else but himself, so it makes sense in this situation. The world is saved and we see a heartfelt compilation of the characters' lives as they move on. Nothing here could have happened if Pops didn't make the decision to sacrifice himself, and all the characters know that fact well. This series finale was an incredibly happy end to the show, despite Pops' sacrifice, and David Bowie's Song of Heroes only made everything better. Regular Show definitely had episodes and seasons that weren't the best, but I feel like its final season, especially the last few episodes, was when the show reached its maximum potential. Because of its strong end, hopefully many people will look back at Regular Show and remember how awesome and unique it was. Another amazing cartoon series finale is Futurama's episode called Meanwhile. It involves the professor's new invention called the Time Button, which sends the universe 10 seconds into the past. Eventually, Fry accidentally freezes time and leaves only he and Leela unfrozen. They live out their lives, and in the very end, the professor asks if they want to do it all over again. They accept, and then the entire world of Futurama is a cycle. Now don't get me wrong, Meanwhile wasn't the best Futurama episode or series finale out there, but it was one of those awesome feel-good endings. Fry constantly tried to get with Leela throughout the show, so it was nice to see that finally happen. And when time froze, we got to see tons of characters, and it felt like a pretty cool send-off. I know some people are going to be mad that a large portion of this episode was about Fry and Leela only, but Futurama has always put a large focus on these two characters specifically, so it does make sense that this is what happened. Meanwhile won't go down as one of the best series finales out there, but it was still a really cool end that makes you realize happiness can be found anywhere. Even when the entire world is frozen, Fry and Leela lived their life and didn't regret any of it. The fact that they wanted to do it all over again just proves that they had an incredible time.
If I could make one moment last forever, this is the one I would choose.
I'm glad you did. It was a good life.
Kinda lonely though? Maybe?
I was never lonely. Not even for a minute.
Let's talk about the Gravity Falls series finale, Weirdmageddon. There's no way I wasn't going to include this, especially because I was obsessed with this show when it was airing. The events of Weirdmageddon involved Bill Cipher trying to take over the world by bringing creatures from his nightmare realm and causing chaos. Most of the Weirdmageddon trilogy was just awesome. The second part, focusing on Mabel and her childhood, was weak compared to the rest, but it still had lots of nice character development that the show really needed. The final hour-long episode in particular was the best, with lots of action, and the biggest battle against Bill, which has been built up since the very beginning of the show. This triangle demon has showed up ever since the first intro of the first episode, leading viewers to question who exactly he was. Cryptograms and secrets about Bill were spread all throughout the show, so it was amazing to actually see how it would turn out with him in the end.
Save yourselves! Run! We'll take care of Bill!
What? That's a suicide mission!
Trust us. We beat him before.
And we'll beat him again!
The finale also has a heartfelt goodbye when Dipper and Mabel leave Gravity Falls since summer is over, showing that anything good must eventually come to an end. Gravity Falls was an extremely short series with only 40 episodes, but it still had an amazing story to tell that I'll consider one of the best cartoons of all time. The series finale of Weirdmageddon was some of the best the show had to offer, and Gravity Falls fans were probably really happy to get a proper conclusion. But anyway, that's all for this video. Subscribe for more awesome cartoon videos. Give a thumbs up and comment below to let me know what you think. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.